Welcome to AGORACOM, the small cap epicenter of AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing the best press releases out of the small cap space every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them and maybe find your next great small cap investment. It's Monday, December the 6th. I've got 5 great press releases for you. Follow me here. First up, Avion Gold Corp trades on the TSX Venture exchange on the stock symbol AVR. Love this news. They announced that they produced over 7,800 ounces of gold in November and 78,500 ounces of gold for the 11 months ending November 2010. This from their Tabakoto Segala operations in Mali, West Africa. Great place to be. In fact, I have a good connection with IM Gold, who started out there years ago, so I know it's a great place to be. In November, the company says they processed 55,000 tons or so of ore at an average grade of 4.5 grams per ton of gold with a 97.5% mill recovery. So that's how you get to that gold production number, 7,827 ounces. They also continue to expect fourth quarter production target of 20,000 ounces will be exceeded, and that they'll finish at the upper end of their annual guidance of 85,000 ounces of production of gold. Love those numbers. Do the math, especially considering where gold is trading at right now and where we think it's going over the next 12 and 24 months. A little bit about the company. They own 80% of that project in Mali. Production commenced at these projects in 2009, where they hit 51,000 ounces. So this year they're going to be at 85,000 ounces. You like to see that graduation. That's great. The property is also subject to an approximate $12 million, 60,000 meter drill-focused exploration program in 2010. Basically, what they're trying to do is add the new resources. Management actually expects to add to new resources, and their longer-term goal is to produce 200,000 ounces of gold per year. So great news out of Avion. Congratulations to them and their shareholders. Closed yesterday at $1.58, pretty much right at 52-week high of $1.62. Significantly off its 52-week low of 39 cents. You've got a company here that's up about 400% off its low. Congratulations to the company and its shareholders. Next up, UC Resources trades on the venture exchange under the stock symbol UC. This is a client of AGORACOM. Have to disclose that. But as always, we don't report on AGORACOM client news unless it stands on its own 2 feet. The company announces that they've commenced their McFalls exploration, but more importantly, production at the La Yesca mill. Excuse me about that. The La Yesca mill has now achieved a mill throughput, according to the company, a throughput rate of about 250 metric tons per day. They plan now to stabilize at this rate over the next few months and slowly moving higher to test maximum throughput potential. They have reason to believe that the mill can support that, but they're going to do that slowly. Exploration has also resumed on the McFalls Lake project area, better known to most people as the Ring of Fire. A 1,000-kilometer airborne survey has begun. It's going to be flown very close to the ground, as expected to provide vivid magnetic detail on a live read basis. So we'd like to hear that news. This company, in addition to what it's got going at McFalls Lake, the Ring of Fire, is also a near-term producer of precious metals in Mexico. UC Resources traded on close on Friday at 11.5 cents. So as always, do your own due diligence, because it is a AGORACOM client, and assume that we're highly conflicted. Next up, Rare Earth Metals trades on the venture exchange on the stock symbol RA. They announced that they've extended their 2-time zone for a total strike length of 1.1 kilometers. Recent results, this is based on recent results of 1.5% trio, true rare earth oxides over 83.5 meters. They've got that niobium, rare element, niobium, beryllium there. This is on their Red Wine property located in west central Labrador. That highlight hole was hole DDHTT10. In addition to the trio, they also had about 0.14% niobium, 0.14% beryllium over 83.25 meters. But that's within a larger mineralization zone, 1.03% trio, 0.1% niobium, 0.11% beryllium over 168.5 meters. This hole was drilled 950 meters northwest to another hole that had great results over 105.5 meters, 105.7 meters. So go take a look at that. A little bit about the company. 2 advanced projects, all exhibiting multi-element potential according to the company, and proximity to available infrastructure. Closed Friday, 37 cents. 52-week high, 68 cents. 52-week low, 14 cents. So they're trading somewhere in the middle. This may be your opportunity to take a close look at the company. Goodness knows that rare earths have been tremendous over the last couple of years. Switching gears a little bit, but staying within the resources space, we got Casey Container out of the U.S. trades on the OTCBB. They announced that they received a new $1 million order for their biodegradable plastic bottle preforms. This order came from a U.S.-based bottled water company to supply about 225,000 biodegradable preforms, very important, on a weekly basis over a year period. I really like that. The client is going to use those in the manufacture of biodegradable plastic bottles. In addition, this is the second order received by the company from a bottled water company for its biodegradable plastic bottle solution. Combined, the two orders represent over $2 million in business for the upcoming year. So you got a small cap, multi-million-dollar revenues, two different clients, which is always great for a little diversity, and they're in a great space, biodegradable plastic bottles. I think this is definitely a company worth looking into. They closed Friday, 32 cents. 52-week high, $3 though. 52-week low, 10 cents. So that's definitely a red flag. Go take a look. Make sure there weren't any kind of negative events that affected the share price adversely. But otherwise, on its face, I really like this news. And finally, give you a little non-resources news just to because not all that glitters is gold. I've got China Electronics Holdings, CEHD, on the U.S. They announced 257 new stores open, driving a 348% revenue increase. Now, what I really like about this is they are specializing in rural China, where they've opened over 257 stores in the past 12 months, and they're selling over there household appliances, consumer electronics. Those rural China, middle class rising, and giving them staple products, consumer electronics, and household appliances. They say they continue to benefit from positive trends in consumer spending power across the People's Republic of China. And according to a recent study, the electronics retail market is expected to be worth about $209 billion in 2013. However, a little more specifically, they're referring to a Boston Consulting Group recent report on China that stated that small city markets are less consolidated than markets in large cities in China and provides attractive new opportunities for new entrants. I really like the fact that they're going outside of the traditional markets, but they're going into a place of fast growth and a lot of fragmentation, which will allow them to really dominate that space. For the year ended last year, a little bit about the company, 2009, after-tax net income, $9.7 million from about $47.5 million in revenues. This year, they're targeting a net income target of $12 million, and their fiscal year will be up in less than a month, so you're going to be able to confirm that. And they're also targeting an uplisting to the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. The company right now has more than 1,000 retail stores in rural areas of China in their fourth and fifth tier markets. I love it. I really like what this company is doing. Closed $570 on Friday, pretty much as 52-week high of $599. So obviously the market is reacting very well, and they got way off its 52-week low of just $2. That's a wrap. As always, quality over quantity, but we got 5 great press releases for you today. If you look for more great small cap news and you watch this on Globe and you're looking for these resource and energy companies, look below me or to the left of me for recent news and recent webcasts we put up. If you're on AGORACOM, get to the front page of AGORACOM. If you haven't been there, watch the show, take a look at the best press releases over the past couple of days, and get into our directory to discover more great companies. That's a wrap. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.